Hello everyone, this is Kelly Beard of KarmicTools.com, and this is your weekly forecast for July 28th to August 3rd of 2024. So our quote for the week says, "Consider a thunderbolt smashing your comfortable reality and waking you up to new possibilities." This is your warning, incoming. This week has one activation, but next week is going to be ridiculously potent and powerful, and each week thereafter. I know this because I have already posted the August forecast for the Power Circle subscribers. Those of you who contribute $9.99 a month or $99 for the year, which gets you 2 months for free, get the whole month ahead of time so that my planners and trackers can be ready for what's coming down the pike. So check that out when you get a chance. And so this is how it goes. I have been warning y'all. When we have light weeks, then obviously we alternate and a whole lot of things happen all in one week. So I hope that you can find some time to prepare yourself for these changes, because change is coming. There are a number of factors at work, but we're starting with Venus squaring off with Uranus. So this shift in our values is what's shaking things up in our everyday life. We're moving things around our essential needs and our primary concerns, not this crazy world, what's everybody else doing, keep up with Joneses stuff. This is very personal. Venus is how you feel internally about certain things. This one comes on Friday the 2nd of August. So this represents an unforeseen test of growth, a fusion of Venus governing your values and priorities, and an interaction with Uranus, symbolizing sudden and seemingly unexpected occurrences. Although it may feel spontaneous, it is actually an invitation to explore something different within your love life, finances, or relationships. Embracing a conscious effort to approach things in a completely new way holds the promise of valuable lessons and unexpected blessings. As revelations spark within you, the initial reactions or responses will likely emerge from those closest to you. If your relationships, whether personal or professional, have reached a juncture demanding change or closure, now is an opportune time to openly discuss these matters with detachment and objectivity. This energy might provoke a craving for excitement or a desire to shake things up in your relationships. However, it is also crucial to remain aware and considerate of others' emotions, as they might not be receptive to the awakening or abrupt changes being activated within you. Alternatively, this energy can facilitate candid discussions, fostering agreements or compromises. Ultimately, this period tests your adaptability within relationships. The more rigid or attached you are to the status quo, the more disruptive this energy might seem. Flexibility becomes paramount in navigating and harmonizing amidst these potentially transformative moments. Ashe, because when Uranus cracks you open, ain't no going back. And so you might be waking up to new values that you didn't even realize, or the priorities just got rearranged in a huge way, and now you have space and energy in a way that you haven't had access to in a while. That could be interesting. So since it is such a light week and next week is so busy, not just with energies and activations, but also with events, I thought I'd give you a heads up this week to give you a chance to register for these things and join us when you can. First off, I will be sending out the monthly missive to let everyone know we've moved into Leo energy. So the energy of the month and the article are in here and posted. There's an audio and a blog post. And the link to the monthly missive is my eLIST, y'all. That's my direct communication to my core community. These are the ones that actually read my emails. And I think you should look at it for the monthly. You've probably heard me talking about doing monthly, bi-monthly. Well, that didn't work for July. I thought it was going to work. But came the 15th of the month, and because there weren't a lot of events or things to do, there wasn't a lot to talk about. So I'm just guessing that different months in the year will be busier than others. But when I send out these emails, kind of the value of being on the eLIST, besides a little bit of backstage stuff, is that it's kind of a resources email. You can always save them and come back and click the links for the different videos, audios, whatever we've got going on that particular week. And in this case, I'm doing monthly, so I'm trying to get a lot of things in that one email so that you have a heads up for the month of what I know about. But then, of course, every day's a new day and we have things come up. So if you'd like to stay in touch, that's the place to do it. I'll make sure those links are all here and obvious. But coming up Sunday, August 4th, is the next fire ceremony. It seems like it just happened yesterday. It's been 6 whole weeks since the last time we gathered. I have not had good luck this year with the weather, but we will try again to be outside. I did just reset my little garden patch, and it's really beautiful, and I would love to share it with you. And August is probably the last month. I can probably bump it up in September to being a little earlier. This is the last late time for these backyard things. I like to do it around sunset, which puts it around 9 p.m. Eastern, because I'm on mountain time and sunset here is around 8. So if we start around 7 my time, we're kind of halfway through it when it gets dark, and then all the things in my yard light up and the fire gets to popping, and we pull cards for anyone that stays that long, and we have a nice, beautiful community event every 6 weeks. This is the Soul Sisters Seasonal Circle, and there are bonus tools and different things in that classroom, and it is a free event. There's a suggested donation of $22, but you do have to register to access it because it's a Zoom. So in order to access the Zoom, you have to register. Then Wednesday, the 7th of August, is Dolphin Medicine. This is the Soul Sisters Monthly Circle. And that is a subscription, so we request a $25 donation to access the replay and tools on that one. And that's 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific on Wednesday. And then the next day, Thursday, August 8th, is the monthly Power Circle community event. This is also a free event where the suggested donation is $22, but this is for the community. All are welcome. These free events, you are more than welcome to share the links with your people, and the more the merrier. We always have a good time. I will say that the fire ceremony is something to witness because we have the fire, we have the altar, and what have you. So we do that on Zoom. But the monthly Power Circle community event is a conference call. You can join online, and that's best for my international students. And if you like apps and stuff like that, but I always joke, apps are appetizers to my old ass. So I'm still loving the conference call. It still works for me. But we got Mars retrograde coming, which only happens every 2 years, so we got to talk about it. And it's going to linger in Cancer Leo, which is kind of deep because we're already in the Mercury retrograde going through Leo Virgo. So this whole little section of Cancer Leo Virgo, which is very personal. It's your essential needs and how you take care of yourself. It's how you express and share your light with others. It's also how much your system can actually handle and how functional you are. So all these personal things are up for renewal and rebirth and reimagining so that we can express at these higher levels. Mars is who you are and what you want. It's your actions and choices. And so when it moves through Cancer Leo, it's really activating anything in those zones for you. If you have Cancer Leo planets or your Cancer Leo houses, which are areas of life, where Mars is going to change things around what you want in those departments. So we definitely want to talk about that and talk about what Mars might hit along the way 3 times over in its process, okay? So this is also a sacred masculine reboot that's very vital and important to do. Every 2 years, every 18 months is Venus, every 2 years is Mars. So our masculine and feminine has this nice little dynamic of resetting themselves, and then eventually they get together and reset at the same time and place, and that's a big one. And co-creating gets pretty juicy once you know what's going on with the energies. So next week we have events on Sunday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Sunday's the late one, 9 p.m. Eastern. The other 2 are 8 p.m. Eastern. I hope you can join us live. And be prepared. Next week is going to be deep with the new moon. Mercury retrograde gets deeper. We got Jupiter and Saturn about to square off, and Mars and Venus are squaring off with them first. So it's a deep process going on right now that's kind of micro to macro. It's personal, social, and collective. Do what you can. Do what you can when you can, and keep your boundaries and protections really strong. Be vigilant about that. Do your personal spiritual hygiene. Keep your aura cleansed and clear. I think what I'll do is I'll also throw in Yeye's Egg of Light meditation here. She is asking us to do that daily because it helps empower and strengthen and fortify your auric field. It's a really good one. And one of the ladies testified today that she did it as she was taking a spiritual bath, and she really went to some other dimensions. So it's a good one, y'all. This one she did really spontaneous. She channeled this one night, and we cut it out and made it a meditation that you all can do. So enjoy that because you're getting cracked open in the next month. to a whole new you. That's what happens when Leo energy gets activated. We upgrade our presentation in a lot of ways. We peel back layers that are no longer truly authentic. You know, they may have been authentic at one point and felt true, but now you've grown and evolved and expanded your consciousness, and it's time to express in new ways and kind of share yourself in new ways. And if you have been recalibrating boundaries and protections, then that's even deeper because, you know, post-COVID, we get to choose how we're going to socialize and how we're going to interact with others going forward. So really try to design and develop that according to your nature and what makes you feel happy and joyful and safe and secure with your people. That's how that goes. As for relevant replays, I'm going to leave several things at the bottom of the blog. The special lunar update gets you through this time as we come out of the lunar flip with the double Capricorn full moon and helps you prepare for what's coming there too. The Mercury retrograde part 2 has the one that we're entering now, Leo Virgo, and the one at the end of the year for Sag, so you'll get a heads up with that one. The Neptune in Aries, we're going to be checking in on that annually because it's a 14-year process. So the early degrees of Aries are being affected first. But that replay is pretty juicy as well. I'm going to throw the Jupiter in Gemini and Saturn in Pisces replays in here again because they are coming up in the next week as seriously relevant. So if you can get a jump on that, they're going to square off with each other. Like I said, Venus and Mars are going to be dealing with them. So we're evolving in such magical ways, personally and socially, with the incoming energies and activations. So check those out if you get a chance. And now we're about to have our new fire ceremony. So we'll get some new energetic support to carry us to fall equinox. And there's always the Astro Tarot reading, my signature reading. It's kind of 2 for 1. We check in with your cycles and we pull some cards. And if you like sharing me, then there's a way to get a little kickback with the Karmic Tools affiliate program. So surf around there, get those details. And if you're new to the community, you are encouraged to watch my Soul Sisters invitation video, which is only 19 minutes, but it gives you a nice overview of my core values, a little bit of my story, and the way that most of my circles work. And for those of you looking to do ongoing soul work, these classes and subscriptions and things that I offer are really good for that. All right, y'all, since I know next week's going to be a long one, I'm going to keep this one short. Thank you for being part of the community. Thanks for listening. Reach out directly when you need to. And have a fantastic week. This is Kelly Beard of Karmic Tools signing off.